Hi everyone, today I received my Artsnacks Plus box for the month of December. So we shall see what's inside. Okay, let's put it out of the way. And we'll start with the surface. And look at this. Isn't that cool? Mixed Media Cards by Strathmore. These are great. I buy these and the watercolor cards too because I always make some handmade Christmas cards. And these will be handy. There's only 10. They'll come with envelopes as well. So they're great. And I always put in a photo as well in it. So pretty neat. And there's something else too. Wow. 2 things. Holy cow. So I guess Artsnacks has partnered with Legion Paper. And they have Sirio Ultra Black. So it's not some Stonehenge. I always use the Stonehenge black paper when I draw with colored pencils. And Sirio black paper, I've never heard of that one. I'm very curious. There's 15 sheets. It says it's for graphite, colored pencils, pastels, marker, ink. Ink. Let's check it out. It feels just like the Stonehenge paper. Wow, that's really cool. It's 280 GSM, which is nice. It's about 90 pounds, I think, or more, but it's cool. I'm telling you, it's just like the Stonehenge paper. Awesome. It's great because the Stonehenge, the black paper, you usually can get it only full sheets. You cannot get pads. And I've always wanted them to have pads of paper because I always have to cut it. So 8 by 10, that's awesome. Perfect. Let's see what's in the little pouch. Ooh, a little orange candy cane. Menu. And then, so these must be the 2 extras from the Artsnacks Plus box. This is the paper and this is the extra item. This is my guess. And this is probably what you're getting in the regular Artsnacks box, which is a little sticker. We got one, it's like a sweater knit. We got a red one, I think, last year. Really cute. And then, oh no, not a Wink of Luna brush again. That's the 3rd one I get from a box, and I think I already got some from Artsnacks boxes. I'm not very fond of those. I think they don't, the flow is not as good as I hope when I use a brush like this. But the ink is really pretty for sure, and I've got a green, a metallic green, which it would look probably very nice on the black paper. Brush Marker Pro by Karen. I think I've seen those from other people's unboxing. It has a nice brush tip, and it's purple. Draw liner 0.7 by Edding. I like the Edding fine liners. They're usually pretty neat, but that's a very big one, and I think it's a black one. Yep, looks black. And ooh, nice. I already have one of those, but I'm running out of ink, so that's perfect. It's a Kuretake white brush pen. So it's basically just like the Pentel ink pens, the brush pens that have black inks. They also have gray and brown, I think, except it's white. So it's a little thicker. And for those, you need to be careful. You need to clean your brush once you're done using it, because otherwise the white ink will kind of dry on it and it tends to clog, and people don't like them because of that. But if you're careful and you clean them and you take good care of them, they're great brushes. The ink is nice and opaque, and you can do lots of cool stuff with it. I used mine for Inktober, and it was a lot of fun, especially on toned paper. Like on gray paper, it comes out really nice. It really stands out. On black paper, it should be fine too. So that's the 4 things that I have to draw with. And obviously on the black paper, this is not going to work out. I'm not sure how dark this is. It might not work out either. But what I could do is just use this and make a Christmas card. Also, let's find out if the Artsnacks Plus box has a prompt. Step out of your comfort zone and create a self-portrait on black paper. Use only the Wink of Luna and white cartoonist brush pen. So, make a portrait on black paper with these 2. That would be fun. That would be really fun. Alright, let's see what I can do. I took a small piece of scrap paper, white paper, so that I could try out the supplies from the box. The Edding fine liner is great. It's light, fast, and waterproof. It's just a perfect fine liner. This one is thicker than the one I already have, so it might come in handy if I need to do some coloring in some areas, or I don't know. We'll see. The Karen brush pen is very pretty. It kind of bled a bit on the paper that I used. It's probably fine on another kind of paper. And that one is not waterproof. I didn't get to use it much for this challenge because I used black paper, but I'm going to have to test it out a little bit more later on. Now the Wink of Luna looks really beautiful on white paper, and I took a piece of Stonehenge paper to compare it with the Sirio Super Black paper. And the ink was really sinking into the Stonehenge paper, while it stayed more on the surface with the Sirio paper. And it looked so much better with the Sirio paper. It was very nice and shiny. It didn't turn dull like on the Stonehenge paper. The white Kuretake ink worked about the same on both papers, so no problem there. So I did a little research because as I was observing the Stonehenge paper and the Sirio paper, putting them next to each other, I realized that the surface wasn't quite the same. It kind of looks smoother on the Sirio paper. You can see a slight grain on the Stonehenge paper. And the most obvious is that the Stonehenge paper is not as black. I found out that the Sirio paper is the blackest of all papers. You could not find one that's more black than that one. Also, the Stonehenge paper is 100% cotton, and the Sirio paper is not. It's cellulose. So that's the 2 main differences. And I wanted to do a little test because I always use the Stonehenge black paper for my color pencil drawings, and I love it, and I think it's beautiful. So I wanted to do a little drawing of a crow with just a white pencil and then do the same thing on both papers. And this is what I found out. Even though you can see a slight grain on the Stonehenge paper, the drawing ends up a lot smoother. And the Sirio paper with the colored pencil seems like it has some grain that you can't see, because you can actually see the little black dots of the paper through it, and you cannot get an even drawing. And it does catch the pigments really well. The white looks really white on it. It could be also the contrast because the black of the paper is so dark. But it worked really well, and I really enjoyed using it. However, I like the result on the Stonehenge better still, because the lines are smoother. They're not as broken, I guess, as on the Sirio paper. But I think that would be a great option, and maybe it would actually work really well with pastels. I'm gonna have to try that. Alright, since I had to do a self-portrait, and Christmas is coming up, I decided to do a ghost of the past type of thing. And I took a picture of me when I was a kid, and that's what I drew. The prompt said to only use the white Kuretake brush pen and the Wink of Luna. And I kind of wanted to draw the portraits in the same style as the crow, doing some kind of highlights and just draw the light shining on the face. But then when I was thinking about adding the green, I was not sure. So I just went ahead, put it on the paper in the darker areas. And then I thought maybe I'm just going to do some blocks of colors and see how it goes. And it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to. So I changed my mind again and I just thought, okay, let's keep on adding the white, see how it goes. And then I realized that the white was actually making the green melt a bit, or it was blending with it, and it was giving me a mid-tone. So I thought I would play with that, and I kind of faded away a lot of the green, making it a little bit softer on the face. And I just played with that for the portrait. I thought, what the heck, it's already half messed up anyway, because it's not at all what I wanted it to look like. But I went ahead and kept working on the painting because at this point it was a painting. And I thought that since the face was covered with the white ink, that maybe the fine liner would work on it. So I used that and it worked great on the white ink from the Kuretake brush pen. So I was able to do some hatching and define the features a little bit more. And on the sweater, I just added a little bit of the purple. So I can say that I used everything. Alright, so that's it. It was a fun project. I loved all the supplies. I love this box. It was great. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If so, please give it a like. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you all for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye bye!